This is Steve Young for the Co Roundtable. I recently read in one of our newspapers here in the United States a complaining commentary where the author was complaining about basically how many Americans these days don't want to work. It's whether they're lazy or not, or whether they're complaining about this job or that job, or they want something where the hours are short, the pay is good, and the work is not hard, and there are lots of fringe benefits. And he sort of comes down hard in my mind on that old sort of Protestant ethic thing about, the work ethic. You show yourself as a good person, as a mature, contributing member of society by working hard to the best of your ability. It should be self-satisfaction. And you need to have intrinsic rewards, not extrinsic rewards like money or perks or things like that. On the other hand, human nature being what it is, I can see people saying, I'd rather have more money and have to quote unquote work less. Well, what this raises, I think, for all of us is something that I don't see many people talking about these days, is what is work? What is the value of work? We have a very powerful tradition, particularly in the West, but all around the world, that work is labor and labor is drudgery. That's one thing. Labor is what those people do. And we have a built-in instinct to be more like landlords or aristocrats or bureaucrats or people who invest their money in the stock market and spend their days watching Netflix, and the money just rolls in. How should we think about work? The other factor about work, traditionally in the socialist Marxist tradition, is a concept of exploitation. Work is what gets exploited. Capital is what allows you to exploit work. So therefore, better to be a capitalist than to be a member of the proletariat. But what if there's another way of looking at work, which is fundamentally an expression of our personal character, of who we want to be as a person, even if nobody else is looking at us, even if we're not being judged by a mom, a dad, a wife, friends, supervisors. We just feel that we have made a contribution, that the world, in some small way, is better because we have worked.